Hi everybody, I have another philosophy for you today. Today's food for thought or topic is going to be peer pressure and friendship. I want all of you to consider the people that you associate yourself or the people that you call your friends. I think a lot of you teenagers, you young adults, and some of you adults as well should consider this. We all desire a relationship with other people. The reason being is we're social creatures and we have intellectual capacity. But to be alone is basically what we are afraid of. Being rejected or not being a part of a certain clique or a group. Feeling inadequate or not having social skills can really burden you. Although we all want to be the popular or a likable person, peer pressure sometimes confuses or blinds us of what's really important in life. We all come down to the primitive level that we don't want to be somebody picked on or hated or outcast. We all desire to be accepted and appreciated. And because of our decisions as of who we associate ourselves with or who we allow to influence our life, we either are rewarded or we face consequences. For me, I would be afraid not to be a likable person. I would be afraid of being hated. I would not enjoy being lonely, and certainly not being somebody that everybody slanders or points their fingers at. But because of these fears, it doesn't mean that I'm going to make decisions which tallies to consequences in my life. Probably shameful consequences. What I really want to focus on is for you to understand the importance of your association or your friendship. It's either a good one or a bad one, and it's really up to you to decipher or have the discretion to know which one is good and which one is bad. Let me give you a few guidelines. Let's say your friendship is based on these people creating fear, making threats, manipulating situations, making you feel inadequate or uncomfortable. These people can also desire to go party all the time and not really work hard or study. It may even include them doing something or involving you in a criminal activity or something that is illegal or simply wrong. They'll even use excuses like it's just a joke, it's just for play, or no one's going to know, we're just going to have a good time. Whenever they entice you and your gut feeling says it's wrong, I want you to really consider, is this your good friend who's talking to you? Now, when you're also hanging around or you're involved in a group or a friendship and these people listen to you, they guide you, they also morally support you, and they discourage any wrongdoings or illegal activities, and also reminding you to uphold your moral principles, things that your parents have taught you. Some of you, it could be your grandparents. Making you stronger morally and making you understand how to build your conscience to do what is right and not to do what is wrong. You don't want to become desensitized to your own conscience. That conscience, or we call it a voice, telling you what's right and what's wrong. And another obvious way to understand who you're with is their language or choice of words that they use. With these simple guidelines, you can pretty much tell or decide for yourself who's a good friend and who's a bad friend. But I want you to understand this. Everybody has a good side and a bad side. But to succumb or be pressured by peers or influences into doing something that goes against your moral fiber or your conscience, you have to be strong and hold yourself. Stand firm on your conscience. What's really important to me is that a lot of you teenagers at your special age, you have to stand firm on your moral conscience, understanding what's right and wrong. Always giving consideration towards what your parents would like and what they would not like. We should always consider our parents' teachings and upbringings, not compromising or suppressing to things that are more funner or socially acceptable, but understanding what's right and wrong and standing firm on it. Do things that you know your parents would be proud of you, and don't do things that your parents are going to be ashamed of. It may be difficult because the peer pressure may reject you, even taunt, mock you, or slander you, point fingers, make you into an outcast. But you as a person, your character, you have to remain strong. There's no parent out there that desires their child to make mistakes or end up in jail. And what's even worse is do something really unwise and end up dead. No parent desires this. There are other parents that are psychologically or mentally disturbed, and I'm not talking about them. And to encourage a lot of you, I want you guys to really think about this. Some of the greatest men in history were loners. And some of the most ferocious human beings and criminals were also loners. If you making the right moral decision means that you're going to be a loner, make sure you have a positive mind and a loving and forgiving mind. Otherwise, you're going to become either ferocious or you're going to take your wonderful mind and lead others. Because your example, your morals, the good person that you are, people will see it. Because goodness shines. And I need you to trust that. Rather than a person who follows peer pressure, it's my hope that a lot of you stand strong and allow others to follow you. Now, when they follow you, I hope it's out of respect and love. Last but not least, I also want you teenagers to really consider this. All of you were put in a position that you didn't like or you felt uncomfortable, and because of social pressures, you made decisions that you regretted. Through those experiences, I want you to really meditate and do this. If you didn't like how you felt, and you didn't like how you were forced into making a decision, then I ask all of you to treat other people. Be a friend to them as you would like your friends to treat you. Most likely, most of you are going to treat people with respect, care for them, help them, be honest to them, and encourage and love them. Not force them to do something because your own cowardness or you being selfish and manipulating or leading others into a bad direction towards negativity is not the friend that you want to become. So you teenagers out there under a lot of pressure, I want you guys to really think about this. Hold strong to your conscience. If you know this is good, then do it. If you know it's bad, then don't do it. Don't try to do something bad and justify it, making it look good. Your fruits and the things that you do will reveal itself to you. I hope you come to a decision that I will maintain being a good person, a person that my parents can be proud of, and not succumb to peer pressure, which you know is bad. And the best thing that's going to set you straight is love. Be a loving person and allow love to guide your life. Thank you, you young adults and teenagers out there. And I hope that you meditate and prosper in your life. All of you, God bless you, and we'll see you guys next time. God.